The NBA draft lottery has just finished. So today we're going to see what will happen through the rest of these playoffs and in the future now that we have the official results of this year's draft lottery. Might I say, somebody please nerf the dang Spurs. Wemby, Castle. I'm not even going to go over it now. You know what their team is. They got the second pick. I don't even know what to say anymore. Probably going to get, is it Edgecombe who's projected too? I don't know who, like, the Edgecombe, Harper, Bailey. I know it's like the 2K ranking, so it's probably not perfect, but so we'll see how the rest of the playoffs go here. Hold on, I have to set everything into auto. I forgot about that. Okay, I fixed that. I forgot to set everything to auto before I started this. Start today is fixed. I don't know when the heck they fixed it. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I was like trying to find a start today scenario, and I'm like, I guess I might as well try to see if they have it fixed, and they do. I really didn't think they would. But, shout out 2K, I guess. And there go the Cavs and Celtics in 5. Alright, that's what everybody expected before the playoffs started. Cavs and Celtics both lose in 5. To the Knicks and the Pacers. And Nuggets lose in 6 to the Thunder. Wolves beat the Warriors in 6. So, in the conference finals, in the East, both series were 5 games, and then there were 6 each in the West. NBA Finals, Timberwolves Pacers. Threw me off with Brunson there. Who let Obi Toppin have 25 and 4 steals? I know Obi Toppin was good like a day or two ago, but that's definitely something. Game 1, Timberwolves win. Game 2, Timberwolves win. Game 3, Timberwolves win. It's a sweep. Julius Randle, Finals MVP of Doom. Welcome to 2K. Julius Randle always wins Finals MVP for some reason. I'm turning the fan on so my PlayStation doesn't overheat. Here's a look at that. Sorry for my hand being in the way. Why is Jay McDaniels at 5 blocks? If you watch this channel a lot, you'll know about the fan. Alright, I'm keeping most of these guys. I'll probably let some retire. I'll let Kyle Lowry retire. A lot of these guys either probably will be back, or at least for the sake of this video, I like to keep them for another season. Bring back Mason Plumlee, too. It's like some of the better players I want to keep around for another year. I didn't even notice Eugenio Moriui was in the game. No Hall of Famers. Kyle Lowry gets his jersey retired by the Raptors. Alright, so the draft lottery, I'm gonna fiddle around with the picks to make sure they're all accurate to real life. So I'll just take a minute and do that. It took a lot of trading random picks to random teams, but I did get everyone their proper pick. 2K already gave the Spurs, Bulls, and Hawks their correct pick in the lottery. So I was lucky, I guess. Now let's see what 2K predicts in the draft. I'm gonna put trades back to auto, just so we can see maybe the 2K sim. It'll trade someone during the draft. Does happen usually. So let's see. Mavs at pick 1. They take Dylan Harper. Nico Harrison out the building. Might not even be his fault. Out the building. Dylan Harper, number 1 over Cooper Flagg. Flagg falls to the Spurs at 2. Are you kidding me? Cooper Flagg falls to 2 with the Spurs. Sixers look like they're going to trade out of pick 3. The Sixers trade the 3rd overall pick and a Dembona for Trae Young and Georges Niang. The Sixers just traded for Trae Young, and the Hawks take Jeremiah Fears at 3. Early pick for Fears. Hornets take Ace Bailey or somehow fell at 4. I can't even speak. Somehow fell. That's what that sounded like. It says somehow fell. Jazz take Austin Newell or whatever his name is. Wizards are gonna trade the pick, it looks like. They send the 6th pick and Marcus Smart for DeAndre Ayton and Robert Williams. Wizards, no wonder you suck. You traded your 1st round pick for 2 centers. And the highest of the 2's 83. Trailblazers take Trey Johnson. Pelicans also trading. They give up Jose Alvarado in the 7th pick for Colin Sexton and Kyle Filipowski. Alright then. Jazz take Edgecombe, who fell way too far. Nets take Igor Yeager, whatever his name is, Demon. That sounded wrong, but I said Yeager. Raptors get Kadeen Maluak, or whatever his name is. I can't. There's so many people from. Like, I just can't. I don't know how to say their name. Nolan Traore to the Rockets. Trailblazers take Noah Essengay. Bulls take Derek Queen. Hawks take Colin Murray Broyles. And the Spurs got. What in tarnation? The Spurs got Cooper Flagg and Conrad Knuppel. This might be the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. Thunder get Johnny Broom. Magic, they're going to trade their pick. Looks like maybe the game's just frozen. I don't know. They are going to trade it to the Knicks for 2026 first. 2K, what are you doing here? I don't know. Magic are just gambling on a future pick, I guess. Knicks take Will Riley. Wolves take Kasper Siakashvili. I think that's how you say his name. 6'6" point guard. You can play with small forward at that height. Draymond plays center at that height. Heat take Hugo Gonzalez. Nets take Carter Bryant. Wizards take Jace Richardson. Hawks take Tyrese Proctor. Magic look like they're going to trade again. And they will. They send their pick to the Boston Celtics for a 2026 first and a 2028 swap worst with the Spurs. The Celtics take a Theoro. I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of this man in my life. Pacers take Ben Serif. I know most of these guys from like rebuilds and stuff that I've watched and ones I've done on my own. But a few of these guys I don't know. Trailblazers. Thunder take Nick Clifford. Nets take Drake Powell. And then they also take Walter Clayton. That's a good value getting Walter Clayton here, considering he is arguably the best player on national championship bidding. Well, how do I word this? A team that made the national championship in Florida. Celtics will take LeBron Phillip, not to be confused with LeBron James. Jazz take Cam Jones. Clippers take Cedric Cohen. And end of the first round, the Suns take Rasheer Fleming. How Mavericks? I don't care who you're small forward. Why do you take Dylan Harper over Cooper Flagg? Why is everybody under the age of 20? What has this league become? The Nets, maybe that wasn't good value. The Nets and Clippers both took a 69 overall in the first round. Second round, mostly guys under 70. Danny Wolf fell to second, so did Joanne Behringer. Liam McNeely also fell to second, interestingly. Boogie Fland down here. Thomas Sobers. Rocky Zakarsky. Anyway, this looks like it'd be a default face in Madden. Michael Luzic. I think it might be Rizic, honestly. I don't know. Let's see who enters free agency. I have everything on auto, so we'll watch, see what happens. LeBron's out here. All right then. We'll simulate a moratorium and see where everyone goes. I didn't notice it. I have it on auto, but everybody only has one or two offers, and usually one of them's an RFA qualify. Teams just don't want to pay for players. Finals MVP Julius Randle out here. So we'll sim through moratorium, see where everybody goes. Any new signings here? Oh, I keep clicking things. Nothing new, really. Nas Reed to the Nets. Nas Reed, WrestleMania. Alex Caruso to the Hornets. That's how you help LaMelo Ball. Get him Alex Caruso. Gonna simulate. I don't think anybody wants any of these guys from the looks of it. Poor Bobby Portis just took forever to sign because nobody offered him for a while there. Gonna simulate to the last day. See if still. This is classic 2K here. We're on the last day of free agency. Ty Jerome, Brandon Miller, Al Horford, Santi Aldama, Clint Capella, Tim Hardaway Jr. Why the heck is Tim Hardaway an 80? Maybe like a 78. Malik Beasley, Fred VanVleet, Chris Paul, Trey Jones, Trey Mann, D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Williams, Jackson Hayes, Sandro Mamukashvili, Justin Champagnie, Zaire Williams. There's so many people still out here. Let's go on to next season and see how that goes. Alright, this will be essentially what is this next season coming up. Not a lot of free agency changes, but the draft was definitely interesting. Just gonna scroll through the league a little bit. The biggest change I would say is Trae Young getting traded to the Sixers. I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess Maxi's gonna play shooting guard, but then what happens to Grimes and McCain? What are the Sixers cooking? They're gonna be trading guards at the. They're gonna have like a everything must go sale of guards at the trade deadline. They have 4 guards over an 80, which would essentially be 2 starters and 2 backups. Oh, yeah. Tyrese Maxey, Trae Young, Quentin Grimes, and Jared McCain. Not to mention Jared Butler's still here, and I guess Mac McClung if you want to include him. He'll be here. And then their forwards aren't as good. Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Justin Edwards, Rishon Yabusele. Like, they're not bad players, but like compared to the guards, their forwards just aren't as good. Then Embiid. I don't know why I'm spending time reviewing the Sixers. I just think it's interesting. Also, meanwhile, the Hawks look strange. I don't know why they just decided to trade Trae Young out of nowhere. Their current point guards are Kobe Buffkin and Jeremiah Fears. I don't know which one's starting. I don't know what they do. Maybe they'll start Dyson Daniels at point guard and Terrence Mann at shooting guard. Or, I don't know. Maybe Krejci's gonna play point guard. This is an interesting strategy here by the Hawks. Sell when you're a good team, I guess. I don't. Let's get to the end of the season here. Season is over. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, averaging 24, 12, 3, 2, and 2. That's ridiculous. Ace Bailey, Rookie of the Year, 18, 7, 2, 1, and 2. Flag wins 6 man. How does this work? Flag wins 6 man, but he doesn't win Rookie of the Year. Interesting. Wemby wins Depoy. Jarace Walker, Most Improved. Jason Tatum, Clutch Player. 66 wins for the Spurs. My gosh. This is Spurs Dynasty Simulation. Spurs and Knicks get the 1 seeds. And what NBA 2K predicts to be this upcoming season. Oh, wait. I forgot something. Hold on. Forgot something downstairs. Alright. Starting with the play-in. Our first game, Kings... Sorry about that. Kings versus Pelicans. Malik Monk is running the point guard. Nothing can go wrong. Unless they lose. Nuggets versus Lakers. Oh my gosh. The Lakers are starting Jared Vanderbilt at center. Well, Jared Vanderbilt, it's your funeral. You're guarding Nikola Jokic. I'm sorry. The Lakers beat the Nuggets with Jared Vanderbilt at center. Alright. The Nets are starting Carter Bryant at small forward at 75 overall. This is a matchup. Keon Johnson's the starting point guard. Kyle Kuzma's on the Bulls. What? One offseason. These teams look really weird. Nets win. Hawks versus Pistons. At least these teams look normal. I mean, Trae Young's missing and Jeremiah Fears is in his place, but other than that, it's kind of normal. Pistons win. Probably should have kept Trae Young. Hawks. That's alright, I guess. And let's see if Vanderbilt gets cooked this time by Domantas Sabonis. He must have, because the Kings win. Bulls, Pistons. This is a matchup here. Josh Giddey's running the point for the Bulls. Which I know happens a lot in 2K, but definitely kind of strange in a way. The Bulls win it. You can't go series by series. We're going to go to the conference finals and then look series by series. And conference finals. Spurs, Rockets, Cavaliers, Raptors. Only 1 sweep so far. There's Pistons or Knicks over the Pistons. 1 versus 8. So we got Cavs, Raptors. Cavs look the exact same, and so do the Raptors. And then we have Spurs, Rockets in the West. Spurs look ridiculous. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle. I just realized my things went sideways. I've been looking at the screen, not the camera. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Cooper Flagg, Victor Wembanyama. I don't think there's anything the Rockets can do to stop this. They have Trey Mann at point guard for some reason. I mean, Trey Mann can play point guard, but definitely not what I'd expect. We got a Spurs Raptors finals. Spurs win in 6. And a lot of guys are retiring, including Stephen Curry. This will make the simulation more interesting. I've decided we're going to go 3 years. So we'll do this upcoming season and then the one after that. Just to get a feel of how the rookies will do on the teams 2K predicts for them to end up on. I'll show the first 5 picks to draft, and then I'll show the entire recap after. Suns take the Bonsta. Sixers take Cam Boozer. Magic trade back. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, I skipped it. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, what did the Magic get back? Did they get a player? They traded for Damian Lillard. And Bobby Portis. No, was Bobby Portis already there? Did they sign him in free agency? Nope. So they traded for Damian Lillard and Bobby Portis. Klay Thompson is here. Great. So the Bucks could take Darren Peterson. Fantastic. I mean, I guess start the rebuild while we can. Lakers take Acuff. They definitely should have taken a center. And Thunder take Caleb Wilson. So now let's review the draft at the end. I'm going to show this trade because this is notable. Bulls trade the 13th pick in Jonas Valanciunas for Devin Vassell on a 2027 first. I mean, the Spurs had to trade someone. They had Vassell, Cooper Flag, and Knuppel at the same position. They had to trade someone at some point. So here's the draft recap. Elijah Arenas went to the Hornets at 8. Also got Yabusele picked before. I don't know if he's related to Gershon or not. Oh boy. Okay, looks scary. Caden Boozer fell to 24 with the Mavs. Florian Big Dog is here, of course. Ian Jackson. Noah Kufis. Dash Daniels is here. Nice pickup by the Warriors. Bryce James, 2nd round of the Magic. That's definitely something there. Alex Caravan. Donnie Freeman. Dame Sarr. Malachi Moreno, however you say that. Oh, yes, Gwathmey. JT Topin, whatever. Aaron Bradshaw. City Gay. DJ Wagner. Not LeBron James. Alright. Let's see how free agency goes. Who's out there this year? Paulo. J-Dub. Chet. Trey Azure. What is going on? The Hawks traded the Sixers, and then after one season he enters free agency and has 0 offers. Boo Booey is out here. Anything interesting happened in the moratorium other than the Warriors signing Neemias Queta? Sixers got back Trae Young. Bucks got Vucevic. Pelicans got Colin. Heat got Whitmore. Nets got DiVincenzo. Still waiting for Paulo, Chet, Brandon Miller, Jabari. If they sign with a different team, I'll show it. If not, I'll get to the season. Start of year 2 of the simulation, the 26-27 season. Nothing crazy happened for the rest of free agency. Everybody just went back to their teams that they were on before. This has definitely been an interesting simulation. Cooper Flag is an 89 in the 2nd year. Brandon Miller didn't sign anywhere. Welcome to 2K. They don't like Brandon Miller. Or Jabari Smith, apparently. Let's get to the end of the season and see how this all goes. My phone is at 3%, so I'm recording this on the charger. Wemby, MVP. Honestly, kind of looks better this way. Cam Boozer, Rookie of the Year. Anthony Simon, 6th man. And Wemby, Depoy. Dylan Harper, Most Improved. Jokic, Clutch Player. 62-20 for the Spurs. They got 4 wins worse. Missed him to the play-in. And here we go. Spurs, Knicks, Pistons, and interestingly Mavericks are the top seeds. Surprised the Warriors even made the playoffs without Curry. I didn't even mention the first round. Thunder swept the Warriors. Mavericks swept the Rockets. Knicks swept the Bulls. Hornets upset the Raptors. Hawks upset the Cavs. Timberwolves with an upset sweep on the Spurs. Thunder upset the Mavericks. Hawks upset the Pistons. We're down to 4. So here we are in the conference finals. Thunder, Timberwolves, and Knicks versus Hawks. The Knicks just look good. I don't even know where they got Siakam from. This is something here. The Hawks, pretty much the same team as last year. Fears running the point. And then Thunder versus Timberwolves. The Thunder of Zubats, because of course they do, I guess. I don't know what the Timberwolves are doing. They got Julius Randle at the center. What in the world? Who's the Timberwolves center? Like, who's the best center on their team? It's Danny Wolf, and then Dario Saric. And Patrick, I'm not going to say that. And they don't really have a backup power forward either. It's Kenrich. What is going on? Timberwolves just trying to figure out what to do because they don't have any big men. Sorry about that. Hawks upset the Knicks, so we're going to have Hawks versus Thunder in the finals. Thunder win it in 6. Shea is finals MVP. That's a better finals MVP than Julius Randle the year before. Now on to the third and final year of the simulation. Draymond Green retires on the Celtics. Rudy Gobert retires on the Jazz. I mean, I guess it was meant to be. Bogdanovich retires on the Spurs. Oh, okay, I'll stop now. Bol retires a free agent. Johnny Juzang is here. The camera's going wild. And the camera goes wild because Johnny Juzang is here. Top 5 picks in this draft. Cam Boozer was in the last one. I think that's a glitch. I'll fix that. My dad is calling me. Hold on. What is going on? I'm gonna have to fix this. Draft class is like the same people as the last one. I don't know. We'll figure that out. There's a few people who were in the last one. Anyway, I'll import the right guys after this. Okay, sorry about that. There were a few carryover guys from the last draft. It was only like the first, like some of the first like 3 or 4. So I just imported players who were supposed to be in that draft. There's a free agency. It looks like this year, mostly Chet and Jalen Green leading it. Brandon Miller, who doesn't get offers in free agency. I guess I don't know. They both go back to their teams. Lakers get Jabari Smith Jr. I don't know if he was there before. I know he's on the Blazers. Interesting. I also had to use that fan to cool down my phone because it got too hot from... Probably because I was charging and recording at the same time, and my dad was calling me. But that's fine. We'll just simulate this because nobody's going to sign. And let's get to next season. The final one of the simulation. Now let's simulate the third and final year of this simulation with the accurate draft lottery. That sounded pathetic. Victor Wembanyama, MVP. Again. The monster rookie. I don't know. Yakashunas. Wemby. Jet Howard. Booker. And 67 wins with the Spurs, because of course. Somebody's playing Spurs, Hornets, Knicks, and Suns are the best teams this year. Thunder sweep the Warriors, Mavericks sweep the Kings, Lakers upset the Suns, Bulls upset the Hawks, Raptors upset the Pistons, Knicks sweep the Cavaliers, Thunder upset the Spurs. Down to the final 4. First matchup, Hornets versus Knicks, 1 seed versus 2 seed. Hornets got Ace Bailey. We got the 3 guard. Melo, Nick Smith, and Ace Bailey, 3 guards starting. And the Knicks pretty much have looked the same throughout this entire simulation. Mavericks versus Thunder. Mavericks have Dylan Harper at shooting guard, Malachi Branham at small forward. I did notice there was a second Dylan Harper, but yeah, I forgot to take him out, so forget that. Thunder have Brandon Miller, because of course they do. Welcome to NBA2K, they love the Thunder. And it's going to be Mavs versus Hornets. Both series went to 7. Mavs sweep it. Dylan Harper averages 33 in the finals. Maybe Nico Harrison knew what he was doing all along. Thunder win it. Quick recap of the simulation. What is going on with the camera? I don't know. That's not it. That's not it. There we go. So, that was the simulation. If 2K is correct, the Timberwolves will beat the Pacers this year. Next year, the Spurs will beat the Raptors. The year after that, Thunder beat the Hawks. The year after that, Mavericks beat the Hornets. That's the end of this video. Make sure to subscribe. Goodbye.